She was amazing, wasn't she?
She was.
Getting those awards at the end of her life, she really was a powerful.
The SS Katherine Johnson. I do like the sound of that, Zach.
I love it. I love the fact that we have these launches from Wallops, and you can see them from Richmond as well. Something that forever was just in Florida and down in Houston. Now we get to see these things right here in Central and Eastern Virginia. Let's check out what we're looking at right now here in Central Virginia. And starting to lose the light, but we did see some breaks in the cloud cover today. Saw a little bit of sunshine, and check that out, a high of 52 degrees this afternoon. Far from a warm day, but much better than it has been. And once again, the stretch continues of days where we've not gotten back to 60 degrees. Today makes 45 straight days. You see the rainfall, almost half an inch of heavy rain that occurred overnight last night. Right now it's 51 degrees. We still have a west-southwest wind at 10 miles per hour, so the front has not come through just yet, but you can see the difference on either side of this front. We have mid to upper 50s ahead of it, 57 degrees in Norfolk. It's down to 31 degrees back in Stanton. That front is on the move, and we have the winter storm watch that is now in effect. This will be converted to warnings and advisories at some point tomorrow ahead of another big-time winter storm here for Virginia. There's the cold front. It will continue to move south and east. A few showers developing across parts of the western northern neck, but most of us will get through this thing dry with just the colder air moving in later on tonight. And tomorrow's going to be a chilly day. So the cold air moves in first, and then here comes the storm system moving through the lower Four Corners region. A lot of snow developing ahead of this thing across Texas and Oklahoma. It's round two for them. You see all the winter storm warnings here across Oklahoma and Texas, the entire state of Arkansas as well. And places where you'd usually go to escape the cold, down in South Texas or in Louisiana, they're getting another round of wintry weather. All right, there are your lows for tonight, down into the mid-20s. A cold start tomorrow, and this modified Arctic air just does not warm up very well at all. So we're going to see highs only in the upper 30s and low 40s for tomorrow. But tomorrow will be a dry day. So if you look back at Saturday, what worked and what didn't work to stay warm or stay lit in the house with flashlights or what have you, go ahead and get that stuff tomorrow, because I do expect a repeat in terms of power outages, very likely with this next wave of wintry weather. And tomorrow will be a good day to get those plans in order. The rest of tonight, nothing happening, and tomorrow during the day, nothing happening. It's late tomorrow night into early Thursday that the moisture will overspread that colder air in place, and it does look like we could have almost twice as much precipitation with this next event as what we had in the last one. Not to say we're going to have twice as much ice, but twice as much available moisture. It's all going to be how much cold air is going to be in place, and it does look like a substantial amount of ice here. Some snow as well. We'll see more snow across northwest sections of Virginia than the last event, and everything will wrap up as we get into early on Friday. So here is your ice potential. Broad swath of at least 1/4 of an inch, upwards of 3/4 of an inch. There could be isolated locations that get even more ice than what I'm showing there. The periphery of this, 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of ice. Keep in mind, ice storm criterion is 1/4 of an inch. And there'll be some snow here. If we get anything at all in the Richmond area, it's going to be very light, coating to upwards of an inch, but I don't even think we're going to see that. It's going to mainly just be ice for us, but some heavy snowfall totals back to the north and west. Your Richmond impact here, again, just a little tiny bit of snow possible. It's going to be up to 1/2 of an inch of sleet, up to 1/2 of an inch of freezing rain as well. I do think the roads are going to be worse this go around, especially Thursday morning with that ice. Both the freezing rain and the sleet going to make things awfully slick. For the weekend, dry conditions, but still staying cold.